charged up Peterson off the mat. We move on to our next bout. .65 kilos. The number 3 seed, but you could argue for the number 1. It was done by a formula. That's Jesse Mendez in the red, Ohio State All-American as a true freshman. Coming out of Crown Point, Indiana. His opponent is Kannon Webster of Illinois, but a future Michigan man. Or no, future Illinois man, I'm sorry. Confusing him with, I believe, his opponent at who's number 1, Sergio Lemley. But neither here nor there. Got Zane Richards, Final X opponent, or Final X competitor in his corner, along with Brian Medlin of the Illinois RTC. Wearing a Richards singlet, by the way. Anyway, no score yet after about 50 seconds. Ear-to-ear collar ties. Still no score. A sweep single attempt by Mendez. Short offense for Webster. Back up to their feet. Elbow control for Mendez. And the passivity warning is on Webster. Is that the first or second? That's the second. So Webster on the clock. He's got to score in 30 seconds. Mendez can score, and that does not erase the clock. Only Webster can remove the activity clock. Mendez continuing to shoot. Best defense is a good offense. And there is the point for Mendez. Never let Webster in too close. Shot. Mendez reshot Webster. Mendez adjusts. He's got a front headlock and short offense. See if he can strike from here. Webster wrestles to a stalemate. Webster crowding in on the restart area. Snaps Mendez down. 30 seconds to go in the period. Webster looking for an angle back into collar ties. Good action, even though we've only had the 1 score from the activity clock. These guys are staying after it. Post on the elbow, double leg for Mendez. Can't get in any deeper as Webster defends. Back to neutral, less than 10 to go, still in the first period. And we go to the break, 1-point lead. World champ and 4-time NCAA champ, Logan Stieber, plus 2-time NC2A champ, Jay Jaggers. Giving Mendez some advice. Zane Richards, who lent Webster a singlet. And Brian Medlin in the corner for Webster. Back to action. Webster doing a good job controlling center, so would not be surprised if Mendez goes on the clock. We don't have another score in about 30 seconds or so. Webster very slowly but solidly taking ground, although there's a nice shot from Mendez, but that's not going to be enough. He's still going to go on the clock as expected. Moving forward and being aggressive, even if you're not taking shots, that's what it takes to put your opponent on the activity clock. Webster still doing a good job cutting off angles, making it tough for Mendez. Heels to the boundary and the shot clock ticking away. Mendez gets his butt back to the center, but the point goes on the board for Webster. 1-1, criteria favors Webster. 2 minutes to go in this match. And Webster moving forward, making it tough. Mendez trying to get a shot off. He fires one, big sprawl. And now a reshot, and it's going to be Mendez that gets the point thanks to reattack. Just chaining those shots together. Good scramble. And regaining the lead is Mendez, 2-1 with 1 minute and 35 seconds to go. Webster keeps taking ground, though. Mendez has to be careful, especially now with the reattack. Losing my voice, and Webster gets the takedown. Another lead change. Elbow deep on the gut. This is tough for Webster. He'll get the turn. Strong gut wrench, and now it's 5-2, and Mendez in trouble. This is a 2 versus 3. So, start off by saying you could argue that Mendez should be a higher seed, but Webster's saying, no, I think the seeds were correct, and he wants to prove it. 3-point lead with a minute to go. Mendez has to figure out a way to get the offense going now. And an eye poke potentially. Mendez needs a second. Action resumes, under 40 to go. Big fake by Mendez, but time not in his favor. Webster gets a collar tie, chewing up clock. Big snap. But Webster recovers, now a deep shot. Mendez gonna score one probably, but he wants more. And Webster will trade all that clock for a single point, 5-3. Mendez needs more than 2, because he has 3 one-point scores and Webster has 2 two-point scores. A shot from Webster, he defends. More attacks, and Webster's gonna take this one. The gut wrench was what did it. And a pumped up Webster victorious over the All-American. Big win for the Illini.